What's up guys, and welcome to the first video. We're starting off with some pretty good news. It's about the Jett Nerf and the recent update. We all knew this was coming. 9 of the top 10 players in Valorant Master Berlin were Jett mains, and the one guy who didn't play Jett was Nats. Not everyone can play like Nats, especially you and me. So Jett definitely needed a nerf, so all of us can stand a chance against her in our ranked games. And she got one. In the most recent update, Riot Games nerfed Jett, but it wasn't what everyone was expecting. And some of the pro players had some spicy reactions on Twitter, which I'll cover in this video. But first, I know this is my first video, but it would mean the world to me if you hit that like button. Just imagine you're in a 1v1 clutch in your game, and that like button is your enemy. So just destroy that like button, and let's move on to the video. First, let me recap the update that just happened in case anyone missed it, and then we'll move on to pros reactions. Of course, the most talked about update was to Jett. Her Cloud Burst got reduced from 3 to 2. Her Blade Storm was also nerfed. Right click now doesn't recharge after you get a kill, but the headshot from a right click is now 150 damage instead of 145. Another agent that got nerfed was Sky, which was also really common in Masters Berlin. The agent that got buffed was KO. I'm sure 100 Thieves Steel is excited to see this. Almost all the maps received some update too. One of the biggest one is a lot of the boxes on every map is now not wall bangable, which means you can plant your spikes safely. Now moving on to pros reaction. Most of this is from Twitter, and most of this is troll because Valorant community just loves to troll, especially my teammates when I'm playing ranked. So the first one is from Cloud9's Leaf. You're only able to comment on Jett Nerf if you're high rank. That means bronze 2 or above. So if you qualify, be sure to comment down below what you think about Jett Nerf or anything you want to comment about the video, as this is my first video, so let me know if the voiceover is good, the editing is good, or any other feedback you guys have. But moving on to actual reactions. One of the most common reactions I saw from players like Wardell and Tense is they never really use the right click. So the nerf to the right click doesn't really hurt their game style or doesn't really nerf the Jett for them anyways. Another thing a lot of pro pointed out, like Baby Bay, Drone, and Shanks, was they didn't really touch Jett's dash. By far the biggest complaint everyone had after Berlin was that Jett players were able to play way too aggressively, and they would not get punished even if they made a mistake, because she was just able to dash her way out of any problematic situation. Almost everyone seemed to agree that Jett is still too overpowered until Riot does something about her dash mechanism. Secondly, almost everyone seemed to appreciate the crate update, since now that they are not wall bangable, it's definitely easier to play Icebox B-side. But one of the most interesting take from this update was from G2 content creator Lothar. He points out that KO should be a lot more popular in the meta, as he can play support and be aggressive at the same time. And this is definitely going to be a big plus for 100 Thieves as the last chance qualifier come up, since Steel is already a lot more familiar with KO than any other player. Some players like Ye also pointed out that one of the biggest complaints from Masters Berlin was how broken the classic was, especially the right click jump classic, and Riot seemed to just completely ignore that. Especially when you consider it's a free gun, and sometimes you can kill someone with just one right click even if they have a full armor and vandal. So that's it for this video. I know it was a pretty simple video, but then again, this was my first video, so I was just trying to get something out there. But be sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed it.